Well, we're always on the lookout for...
Hello, this is Mr. Bacon Bits. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII Remake. There are a small number of chapters that are homes to lots of side content, and the way I decided to do things is to summarize them while still providing strategies, at least for the main videos, in order to prevent them from being too long. So, this video will be dedicated to showing all the odd jobs of Chapter 3 in full, along with a couple other side tasks you can do. After the initial visit to Scrap Boulevard and talking to Weimer, odd jobs for the chapter unlock, and this first one is required in order to proceed with the main story. You're introduced to Chadley and his battle reports, which can be done throughout the game. However, the first one you need to do is assess two enemies, and are given an assess materia in order to do the job. Since the only area to assess enemies is back in Scrap Boulevard, let's head back there.
You're our go-to monster slayer now.
Purge and cleaned up Scrap Boulevard.
Nice job, buddy.
What an asshole.
This encounter here has both types of enemies, with were-rats having a high chance of calling for reinforcements when injured. So this is the perfect chance to grab both assesses. Just going to go ahead and get the were-rat here. Also a note about the assess materia. When it's leveled up, you will be able to assess all enemies at once with one command. So it's pretty helpful to get that leveled up. Which you'll get it leveled up pretty quickly, honestly, as long as you keep using it. And that's both assesses gotten. Let's go ahead and finish this encounter. What am I doing here? Okay, just triple slash so we can get some enemies taken care of. Dive kick is enough to finish off the were-rats in one hit. And there we go.
You're good at this. That should be enough intel.
Told you so.
And we're given the option to return to Chadley. A lot of odd jobs will allow you to return to the quest giver instantly, so that's a pretty nice quality of life.
Cloud, you were the first to gather the data I requested. Here is the rest of your payment. I have developed new materia. Would you like to see it?
So yes, after returning to Chadley, the odd job will be completed, and he'll allow you to purchase materia from him. New battle report and battle intel reports will also be made available, so he can make even more types of materia available for you.
I plan to develop more materia in the future. Together, we can harness enough power to take down Shinra. I'll keep preparing more battle intel reports, which I hope you will assist me in completing.
So yeah, even though these are intended to be done as you progress through the game, I figured I should cover all of his battle intel missions right here, since it's when you're introduced to them. I'm going to be using my completed save file just to save myself some time. The first one he ever gives you, which is the one we just did, is Monster Bio Part 1. This requires you to assess two enemy types with the assess materia, and unlocks Auto Cure materia, which is essentially an AI command materia. This tells the party member whenever it's controlled by AI instead of the player, to automatically use cure spells to heal, up to 10 times when leveled up. Auto-command materia like these are useful for players who need to get used to the combat system, but otherwise I'd recommend using other more helpful materia when you can. Magic Elements Part 1 requires you to damage at least one foe with their elemental weakness, for both fire, ice, and lightning. Once you've used each spell on enemies that are weak to them, you'll be able to purchase Wind materia. This allows you to perform Wind-type arrow spells, which latch onto an enemy before launching them towards you. Some enemies are also weak to these spells, so it's a great thing to have in general. The Stagger Effect Part 1 requires you to use unique character abilities on staggered enemies at least 10 times. So like, for Cloud it's Punisher Mode, for Tifa it's her Key Strikes, for Barret it's his Overdrive, etc. You also need to not already have full ATB charges. Accomplishing this unlocks First Strike Materia, which causes the character it's equipped with to always start battle with some of their ATB already charged. This effect does not stack with multiple First Strike Materia, but it can be leveled up to provide more and more ATB to start. This is an incredibly helpful tool, as many characters can start with an advantage in this way, such as Tifa's key level system, Barret setting Steel Skin first off, Aerith using any of her strong magic abilities, etc. The Stagger Effect Part 2 requires you to stagger at least 15 different enemy types. Simple enough, this one unlocks ATB Boost Materia. The character that has this equipped will have an extra ability they can use that will double their current ATB, simply by pressing L1 and R1 together. The Intergrade version of this game improved this materia by greatly reducing the cooldown, meaning it can be used far more often. Any character can use this to great efficiency. Combat Simulation Shiva comes up next, and has you fight the summon Shiva in order to get her summon materia. Nothing much to say beyond the fact that she utilizes ice and is weak to fire-based attacks, so see what you can do to beat her before she does her ultimate. Monster Bio Part 2 is next, requiring you to assess 10 enemy types. This unlocks the Steadfast Block materia, which further decreases damage taken and increases ATB growth when blocking. In my personal opinion, this materia best suits Barret and Aerith, since they're not the most mobile party members, especially Aerith since she's fragile. Magic Elements Part 2 requires you to exploit the weaknesses of 15 enemy types. This gives you the Steel materia, which gives you the Steel command when equipped. It's a straightforward command giving you the chance to steal an item from the targeted enemy, if applicable. The chance is better based on your luck stat, and does increase the chance of a successful steal every time you fail. Not a lot of enemies have very valuable stuff to steal, but the main videos will pinpoint which ones are notable. The Manipulation technique wants you to defeat 2 or more enemies with a single attack. This can be either spells and attacks with splash damage, or something like Triple Slash. This unlocks the Provoke materia, which, when equipped to AI-controlled party members, allows them to automatically draw the enemy's attention when the party is injured. This is best used on Barret considering his tanky nature, but keep in mind it doesn't particularly work on bosses. Monster Variants Part 1 wants you to defeat at least 3 unique variants of enemies. Unique enemy variants are usually found in odd jobs and are marked with a crosshair in the enemy intel screen and when assessing them. When done, this unlocks Synergy materia. This incredibly useful support materia can be paired with fire, ice, lightning, wind, and poison materia, and allows the AI-controlled user to do a follow-up attack with that linked spell whenever the player does an attack. The original PS4 version required an ATB charge and the necessary 8 MP in order to do it, but the Intergrade version removes that criteria, making the spells entirely free. There's literally no downgrade to using this. Combat Simulation Fat Chocobo has you fight the Fat Chocobo to get its summon materia. The battle's pretty easy, especially regarding the 300% stagger trophy, but it can also summon a couple of enemies as support. Those have unique assesses, so be vigilant. Monster Bio Part 3 requires you to assess 20 enemy types. Completing this gets you access to Item Master materia, which gives the wearer a chance to improve the efficiency of items used, up to 50% chance when fully leveled up. It's best on characters with low magic stats so they can be just as effective in healing, but also is useless in hard mode because, well, no items. The Stagger Effect Part 3 requires you to increase stagger percentage to at least 200%. Remember that Tifa is the easiest character to do this with. For doing so, you get access to the parry materia. This is, in my opinion, a rather essential materia to have. When equipped, this gives the character access to the parry maneuver by holding R1, the guard button, and then dodging. The dodge is usually faster than normal and can deal damage during it, and is absolutely the best on Tifa because of just how quickly she can move around with it. One of the main videos has some footage showing it off for each character. Refocus analysis wants you to use the refocus materia at least twice. Aerith comes equipped with one, and it essentially adds refocus to the user's limit break list, which turns the normal 2 ATB charges into 3, temporarily, allowing for more command usage. When successful, this makes ATB assist materia available for purchase. When equipped, this boosts ATB gain when using multiple ATB commands back to back, allowing you to further use ATB commands in quick succession. The Stagger Effect Part 4 wants you to stagger 40 enemy types. Pretty straightforward, this one unlocks ATB Stagger materia. This, when equipped, gives the character some ATB charge when staggering an enemy. Combat Simulation Leviathan is another summon materia battle, this time having you battle Leviathan. I recommend MP up and lightning against it, especially since it has a phase where it flies above too high for anybody, except the ranged attackers. Monster Bio Part 4 wants you to assess 30 enemy types, and gives you the Enemy Skill materia. This Blue Mage style materia allows the wearer to employ enemy skills after being exposed to set attacks, done through the attacks menu. There are 4 enemy skills that can be learned with this, which are Algid Aura from the Cerulean Drake, Self-Destruct from Vargad Polices, Trip Polices, Bombs, and Smoggers. Spirit Siphon can be learned from Phantoms, and Bad Breath can be learned from a Malboro. Where those enemies can be found are in the main chapter videos. Weapon Abilities is next, and wants you to acquire 16 weapon abilities by reaching max proficiency with them. Skill Master materia becomes available for finishing this mission, which gives the wearer some ATB charge after executing 3 different commands. Not the same one 3 times, 3 different ones. There's a distinction. MP Consumption is next and wants you to master all 12 types of magic materia. That is, having one of each type fully leveled up. Doing so makes MP Absorption materia available. This support materia can be linked with the same magic materia types that Synergy can be linked to, and refunds you some MP after using the spell it's linked to, approximately 0.1% of the damage you inflicted. Monster Variants Part 2 wants you to defeat 10 unique enemy variants and unlocks HP Absorption materia. This is a support materia that works the exact same way as MP Absorption, with the inclusion of working with enemy skill, deadly dodge, and parry. Instead of MP, it's HP this time, and can be upgraded to restore up to 40% of the damage you deal. Good alternative way to heal in regards to hard mode, considering the no items restriction. The absolute final battle intel is Combat Simulation Bahamut. This is a really tough summon that is recommended for max level and near maxed materia and weapons, because it requires you to deal tons of damage in a short span of time before it wipes out your party. There's more strategy in one of the final videos of this project, but since that's all the battle intel out of the way, let's move on to something new. This is not an odd job along with the following one, but near Chadley is a woman who has posted a Fiends Defeated board. This keeps track of the enemies you have defeated around this sector of the slums. There's 3 rewards, and you can get all of them rather easily, especially with one particular area around here. Let's go ahead and talk to her.
The tally of Monster Slaying has been updated! Got new numbers for Monster Slaying this month! Check them out! It's you! You're the merc everybody's talking about, am I right?
Yeah.
I knew it! So, the board here tracks how many monsters folks have taken down, right? A bigger number means a safer town, and who wouldn't want that? Just between you and me, though, they're pretty much all your kills. Cool, huh? Anyway, keep up the good work. We'll try to make it worth your while.
So as you can see, 10 kills gets you 5 potions, 20 gets you revival earrings, and 50 gets you MP up. So go ahead and work on those. And make sure to turn them in, like I forgot to do when I recorded Chapter 3. There is also the dartboards at 7th Heaven. Whenever you're able to do it, make sure to reach the top of the leaderboard by using as few darts as possible to reach the score of 0. All you have to do is beat the score of 8 darts. There is no immediate reward, but patience is a virtue after all. The next odd job I'm tackling is Rat Problem. Speak to the shop owner near 7th Heaven and he'll tell you to take care of a rat problem over at the lot roughly behind said bar.
Welcome back! And you, the new merc in town looking for work, right?
Yeah.
In that case, maybe you could do something about the Doom Rats? Them and their were-rat buddies have been tearing up town, looking for food and whatnot. Got into the store and made one hell of a mess, let me tell you. Oh, you think that's funny, do you? Don't lie. I saw you crack a smile. Well, do the job and you can laugh it up for all I care. Anyway, they're probably nesting in the outskirts. Now I've heard a were-rat in pain will call its friends for help. And the whole rat pack will come running just like that.
Right, he says outskirts, but it's really just over here. So, right through this tunnel here. Rats making a mess of shops. That seems like a very typical thing.
I won't lose.
He said Doom Rats. These are were-rats. But we'll take care of them anyway. Because they can be kind of a nuisance. I think I'm trying to get them staggered, but that's not going to work. They have too little health for that to work. Or actually, I'm trying to see if they'll call for reinforcements. They don't seem to do it this time. Yeah, come on, Self. Just go ahead and defeat them. Whatever I'm trying is not going to work. Yeah, I think I really am just trying to get them to call for reinforcements.
I don't see any Doom Rats around.
What do you think? Should we wait? You know, this might be a waste of time. Let's head back to the store and touch base for now.
Yeah, that might be a good idea, Tifa. Maybe we can try again.
Some creepy. All the items you could want, straight from the plate. No matter your needs.
Well, rats too much to handle? I'm just messing with you. Heard you took out some were-rats, which is nice and all, but the job was to wipe out the Doom Rats. No biggie. Get back out there and finish the job, and we're good. Don't look so glum. It's only a matter of time till they show. You'll get them this time for sure.
This back and forth is I'm really not a fan of. But we gotta do it anyway. And hey, at least the back and forth is not too far. Here we go. These are a lot bigger. So, Doom Rats. Gonna switch party leader. Yeah, Doom Rats are basically,
Allow me.
Well, first off, Doom Rats are exclusive to this quest, so be sure to pick up the assess. And other than that, they are basically just stronger were-rats. It's much easier to stagger them.
It's over.
They seem to get pressured from heavy attacks, so... I guess I'm trying not to use Braver, because that'll do too much damage. There we go.
Let's do this.
I think I'm trying to go after one of the stagger effect battle intel. Didn't seem to work that time, which is weird.
Hang back. It's on now.
Alright, well, this last one is pretty much done.
That's the way to do it.
And we can return to the item shop, might as well.
You can walk straight from the plate, no matter your needs or your budget.
Finally managed to get those Doom Rats, huh? Thanks, guys. You're the greatest. Was so dead in here, I thought I might have to close up shop for good. Hey, got an idea. Hear me out. If the guy who took care of the town's rat problem told everybody where he liked to shop, well, what do you say? I'll make it worth your while, of course. Give you some incentive. Talk you up to Weimer and my customers, and anybody else who listen. You'll be swimming in work before you know it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay then, that's what I like to hear. Seventh Heaven, the new merc in town and my little store. I can see it now. We're gonna clean up.
Well, a new partnership with the shop means we now have, we got some new items and discounts. Go ahead and pick up anything that you don't have at this point. I went ahead and picked up a cleansing materia and a lightning materia. It's about all I could really afford right now. And yeah, that's rat problem cleared up. Let's move on to the next. Alright, so, Nuisance in the Factory is the next odd job I'm doing. We need to head to the junk dealer just nearby where we fought those rats before, actually.
This looks like
Those disgusting vermin deserve to be right here.
Hello, hello! Oh, what do we have here? I'm guessing you're that merc I've heard so much about. You're not here to shop, are you? People were right. You look like you can handle yourself. So some drakes have made themselves at home in the abandoned Talager factory. Can't have that kind of trouble around here. My regulars will do anything to get their hands on the scrap in there, and if they run into those drakes, they could get hurt.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, sir. Head on over to the old Talager factory and talk to Narjan. He's the watchman guarding the entrance. Good luck. I'm counting on you, my friend.
Alright, sounds like a good idea. He has some potions and ethers available for sale. I got plenty right now, so we'll just head east towards the factory.
Shops on Culvert Street stock goods you won't find in more reputable.
So I was at the Honeybee.
He said he was leaving town.
And this is east, back towards the train station.
This is all
Please? If the planet's a living...
And the factory entrance is right over here.
Factory's off limits. Factory's off limits. Drakes have been spotted inside. Huh? Wait a minute. Tifa? Don't tell me you're here to take care of those things. Are you? In that case, be my guest. We believe there's at least 2 groups lurking somewhere inside the factory. Find and cull them all.
Alright, sounds like a plan. This factory is actually the place I was talking about regarding being a good spot to grind out the defeated Fiends board, since the enemies here have a good chance of respawning. If we head over here, This is also one of 3 items we can find at the factory. Just one more container and a materia to look for, which I guess you saw it, while we search for those Drake enemies. Speaking of item chests, I suppose I can mention that, aside from the one at the Rat Problem quest, you can find one by Biggs and Wedge above the weapons shop, one at the far end of Scrap Boulevard, one behind 7th Heaven, and one on top of the Stargazer Heights apartments. And yeah, regarding that Rat Problem container, I failed to mention it before, but there is a container in that Rat Problem lot that contains 3 grenades. So, yeah.
Take it from here.
Let's go ahead and get rid of these gorgers. Okay. These things like to poison, so be careful of that.
That's a win.
But those aren't the enemies we're looking for. So let's just head straight and take a left here.
Let's end this quick.
Well, that's one of the Drakes. Wind materia is a good thing to use against these enemies, considering their weakness. So I'll go ahead and assess first, and then take it down really quickly.
Take the lead.
I got this.
Ah. Okay, well at least I got the ATB charge. There we go. Look at how much it increased its stagger gauge. There we go.
You're good at this.
Told you so.
Okay. That's at least one of them. We need to find a couple more. But before we move on, let's open up this shutter here. Because here's the other container. Gives us 2 vials of sedative. Nice. Now if we head back out this way, I'm going to show that there's a dead end here with a closed shutter. Head down this way and then take a right over here. We'll come across another encounter with Gorgers.
Alright, see ya.
Ow!
Let's do this.
Okay. Probably just gonna, spell him.
Burn.
There we go.
No surprises there.
So there's 2 ways to go. We'll open up this shutter first. Over here is where that fire materia is. Let's go ahead and grab it. And we can rest at the bench and check for some items too, in case you need it. There's no discounts here. And not really a need for me to rest at the bench, so I'm going to move this way and through this elevated tunnel here.
You asked for it.
Here's the other 2 Drakes. Take care of those 2 the same way we did the first one.
Keep it together.
All set. Pour it on.
They seem to get pressured very easily even without arrow.
Get back. Finish him off. It's on you.
My
Feel the breeze.
no holding back. Let's finish.
There we go. I think I actually did get one of
You're
the...
good at this.
Told you
I'm
so.
going to go ahead and decline having the game teleport me to the scrap dealer, because that way I'll open up this shutter. That was the one we saw earlier. This will create a shortcut for later, because we are heading back to the factory. Unfortunately, that means we're going to have to manually head back to the scrap dealer.
Let's end this quick.
And yeah, you see the enemies are, like, easily respawning. This is how you can, like, get those Fiend Slaying to over 50. And hell, I think you can reach that 50 Fiend Slaying thing quite handily without having to actually grind out enemies. I'll just go ahead and take care of this one.
Don't overdo it.
Let me handle this.
I'm waiting. Is that it?
Somehow when they're on walls, your attacks don't... the characters don't automatically jump whenever you attack them, so... kind of have to use spells or ranged attacks. Ranged commands. Alright, there we go.
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
We can head out of the factory now. This way? Okay.
Give him hell.
I already did.
The factory's open for business again. If the planet's a living being, we should...
I like how they say it's okay to enter the factory even though enemies respawn there, except for the drakes. So, whatever. I'm just heading back to the dealer. This is... I'm retracing my steps because it'll take me right to him.
About their suppliers.
Got rid of those drakes in the factory, did ya? What a relief. I can't wait to give my regulars the good news. You're the real deal, all right. Keep it up, and I can see you going far as a merc in this town. I've worked with my fair share over the years, so believe me when I say that I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, you're needed over at the Pillar. Apparently another flying bastard stirring up trouble. Bet you can't get enough of this, huh?
Well,
no, I get it. If you're good at something, might as well make it your living. May not know you, but I know a man who's found his calling when I see one. Keep at it. I switch out my stock every so often, so drop by when you're in the neighborhood, huh?
I'll keep an eye out for that. So, we've opened up another odd job for doing that, which is just flew in from the graveyard. Another more powerful Drake has arrived at the factory again, so we need to head back east. And make sure to talk to Gwen on the way. Yeah, this girl right here. This step is essential, because I accidentally skipped it before.
Tifa, you won't believe this! A cerulean drake flew in from the train graveyard, but these two clowns refused to get off their butts and do anything about it! Hey, is that? It is you, the new merc! Then maybe you can help us out! The drake is in the old telegraph factory over there. But to reach it, you'll need to get a hold of a watch security key. You should be able to find one inside one of the crates. I forget which, just smash them all.
So, yeah, for talking to her, we now have access to the Cerulean Drake. Otherwise, that card key will not spawn. That was what tripped me up before. So, talking to her is a necessary step. I'm just gonna head right to where I usually find the card key. I'm pretty sure it's a set location every time.
If this is what you want...
see ya.
Give me your best shot!
Here we go.
Okay, let's go. Take that.
Here.
There's no...
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
We're gonna take a left up here. Actually, no. Oh, I'm doing it backwards. Okay.
Let's end this quick.
Okay, so this is back where we first fought the two drakes. Because up here, there was a door we couldn't open before. Let's see. Yeah. Just get rid of that. This door right here. Can't open it because we need a card key. So let's head this way.
Let's end this quick.
Not a problem.
Here we go. You're done. Nothing to it.
And right over here. This set of like 3 boxes here.
That the key?
Yeah.
That's the place where I usually find the key. So I'm pretty sure it's like a set location right there. So you might as well just head straight to it. Alright. Let's head in. There's some boxes, some supply boxes here.
Here I go.
The Cerulean Drake is pretty much just a more powerful Drake that uses ice attacks. It's not exclusive to this quest, as more can be found in the train graveyard, as people have said, but might as well get its assess out of the way too. Employ similar strategies to take it down. And also, you'll notice, enemy skills can be learned from this enemy. That was one of the ones I mentioned earlier during the battle intel segment. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Arrow. This one is a little bit more mobile than most other Drakes. Just catch it when it's not flying around so much. Kinda like that, yeah. This should do it.
Let's do this.
Nice. And took care of it quite handily.
Just like that, okay?
I gotcha.
And there he is! I knew you were the right man for the job. There's no denying you're the real deal. Not like these idiots with their excuses. Rather have one of you than 20 of them.
They're just doing their jobs. Can't expect them to be at your beck and call.
What exactly is it you're trying to say, Merc?
You need people who can follow orders, too.
I see now. Heard you were ex-Shinra. Guess I shouldn't be surprised you'd go to bat for your old buddies. Me, I'm just looking out for my people. All there is to it. Hell with you. We can take care of this town ourselves. No more mercs or Shinra. We'll build up the watch and kick you all out.
Kinda didn't go the way I planned, but...
I'll bet a lot of people are talking about you right now. There's this amazing merc who can handle anything.
Nothing I've done around here has been all that special, though.
Oh, so you want more of a challenge, huh?
Actually, yeah, this has pretty much been all busy work, except for, like, maybe the Drakes. But, with that done, we're tackling another odd job called Lost Friends, accepted from a little girl just to the east of the weapons shop. I went ahead and, like, equipped the star bracelet that we got from that previous quest, so that I can have more materia available. And let's head over to that last, well, second to last odd job. I'm also kind of like filling in the map too, so got one more segment. Yep, got it all filled out, so let's talk to Betty right over here.
Hey, where'd you guys go? Come out. Oh, hey there. Is Marlene with you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was kinda hoping she could help me find my friends.
I know someone who can help you. This guy right here.
Really? Okay, let me tell you all about them. They have long arms and legs, and they're a little skinny. They like places where there's food. And nice people will give them treats when they ask. And small spaces. Oh yeah, and they're all cats.
I'm looking for cats?
They're friendly, so if you call them, they'll come running. All 3 of them. Find my friends, please.
We need to find and retrieve cats? Ugh. Well, nothing to it, I guess. The cats aren't marked on the map, but they can be found in a hidden lot in the middle of town. Right over here. Right over at 7th Heaven's door. And a little bit east from there on the way to the factory. So let's go ahead and pick them up. I'm gonna head down this alley. Right, okay, here we go. Here's the first one.
I'm trying to get a cat to come out. It snatched one of my pastries and scurried in there. Will you be a dear and lend me a hand?
You don't need to talk to her, but I figured I'd do it anyway. We're looking for white cats. Here's one.
This sucks.
No kidding, Cloud. In this lot, you can actually also open a container.
Oh, for the love of... I'm sick and tired of chasing this little guy around. Thanks.
Let's just head to the next destination, which is 7th Heaven.
Wait, did you hear that just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
You can just barely hear the cat meow because of everybody else talking. I think that's why they have Tifa, like, say something. Because otherwise you're not going to be able to hear the cat.
Wait, did you hear that just now? I think one of Betty's cats might be nearby.
I don't know. I like it here. It's nice.
Screw this.
Yeah, I totally get how you feel, Cloud. Let's just talk to Betty. Not gonna bother chasing after him.
What? They ran away? So, I'm never gonna see them again? You guys! You came back! They said that a scary man was chasing them. Thank you! What's a live stream?
Well, that ended up working out, thankfully. There's just one last odd job now, which was made available after tackling Rat Problem. I just chose to do this one last because of its relative difficulty compared to the others. We just have to talk to Weimer again.
We got another job for you, Merc.
Weimer was singing your praises.
Tell me you're pretty strong. A certain shopkeeper told me you paid him a visit. Thanks for helping him out. Just so happens there's another job I'd like to offer you. Now that I know you can handle yourself in a fight. You've got a real killer on the loose, you see. A rabid catch dog. Maybe you've heard people talking about it. Shinra mutt gone feral. Last sighting was in Scrap Boulevard. Think you're up to it?
I'll handle it.
You're a lifesaver. Doubt anyone else around here stands a chance. Go get him, bud.
Right. Scrap Boulevard time once again. Now, the fastest way to the Wrathhound, which is the name of the enemy we're looking for, is through this tunnel here. and just a little further up ahead. Yeah, right up here.
Coming through.
Here it is.
Too bad.
It is highly mobile, this Wrathhound. So, despite its weakness to ice, it's actually incredibly hard to land, so just focus on guarding and attacking when you can. Kind of like what I'm doing here. In fact, it might be a good idea, too, to just, like, use Cloud's counter. I'm able to pressure it just a little bit. There we go.
That's it. No holding back.
Aw, man, almost staggered it. That would have been cool. Oh, there we go. Staggered it.
Take him down.
Unfortunately, like a regular boss, there's an HP threshold.
Damn it.
And that's the reason why. It runs off after you deal enough damage to it. So we have to chase after it. All you have to do is head back towards the entrance to Scrap Boulevard.
Hey! Over here! Tifa! Hey, Prowl!
I drove the Hound into the area up ahead. He's pissed, so make sure you're ready.
We cornered it this time. There's nowhere else to run.
Keep your cool.
It'll be susceptible to enraging at this point. And it can be pressured with certain attacks as well. Kind of like that.
Try this. Let's do this.
I also found that triple slash works sometimes at pressuring it. It doesn't always work. I think it depends on like when you land it. Right about here is when I use it. And it's pretty effective. There we go.
You're done.
And that's the killing blow right there.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
Took care of the dog, did you? Phew, we owe you one.
Gotta say, I've never seen a Shinra breed like that before. Out of curiosity, when exactly did it show up?
Oh, today. The first reports came in just this morning. Why do you ask? Wait a minute. There's this crazy story about a Shinra research lab hidden right beneath our feet under the slums.
Huh. Really? That's news to me.
And here I thought you might know something I don't. Well, I guess not.
It's a big organization. Sure, there's lots of secrets I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough. You got the bastard. That's good enough for me.
Okay then. That's another solid gig in the books. You know, the whole town is really impressed with what you've done. Keep it up, and you'll have enough work to keep you fed for a lifetime.
All thanks to you.
And don't you forget it.
So where do we get paid? The shop or something?
Yeah, but why don't we head back to the apartments first? Take a quick breather.
Which lesson was that again?
Lesson 1. Got it? Anyway, let's go.
And that's all the optional content taken care of for Chapter 3, aside from random chests found throughout town. For doing all the odd jobs, you get a bonus discovery scene with Tifa, where you can choose the dress she'll wear for later on. Slight spoilers for further in the game, but I'll show what they look like. Her refined dress is her default purple dress she wore in the original, and is what she'll wear even if you didn't do all the odd jobs here. It was named Mature in the original PS4 release, but it didn't match Cloud's voice line, so it's most likely why it was changed. Sporty and exotic are these particular outfits.
Will do.
And of course, you also get a Crescent Moon charm. So with all of that, I suppose marks the end of this video. Stay tuned for more as further chapters come out. This has been Mr. Bacon Bits. Stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Tifa, mind if I stop by later?